Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Little Ness Crafts. This evening I'm going to be showing you a little journal that I've made. As you know, I'm part of Rachel and Bella Crafts design team, and she's brought out some new kits, and she's very kindly let members of her design team pick which kits that they want to use for our next projects. And as this was the latest one and it's an autumn theme one, I couldn't resist it. I'll put the details in the box below the video, and it's called Times and Seasons, and that's what you get to make your main pages. And then there's also an autumn and fall fussy cut kit, which provides you with all the fussy cuts that you need to fill the little journal with. So let's just get on, and I'll tell you a little bit about this one. It's just a small journal. It contains 88 pages front to back, and it's 11.5 centimetres wide, which is 4 3/4, and it measures 16 centimetres in length, which is about 6.5 or just under 6.5 inches approximately. It's a soft cover journal, and I've covered it with some lace, and it's got a little ribbon closure that you can take off completely. So I'll undo that and put that to one side. So as you can see, it's a lovely journal. There's lots of creatures and foliage and, you know, nature, fussy cuts and things to fill the journal with. Lovely autumn scenes as well. And what I've done on the front of this cover, I've made a topper which I've machined round a couple of times, and then I've just done little scenes out of the some of the fussy cuts. It comes with sentiments as well, and I've just backed it with some satin and a bit of vintage lace, and there's cheesecloth going through the journal. I've covered the spine with a bit of cotton lace, and I've also done a scene on the back as well with some fussy cuts. So you've got leaves, an apple tart, sweet corn, apples, a basket of fruit, and some lovely sheep and leaves and coffee. So when you open up the journal, it's got a little pocket at the front, and I've just done a little place to write some extra notes there. There's some cheesecloth underneath, and then you've got one of the scenes that come on the papers, which I've put on the front there with some pumpkins, and that's just in the tuck spot there. And as you can see, it's lovely, lovely images. I love the sheep. That's got some cotton lace trim on one of the pages, front and back. There's a tag with a little tuck spot there, and then I've trimmed the pages with mushrooms, and I've done some hand stamping. There's a tuck spot there with one of the cards, one of the postcards there. Done some hand stamping, and I've also put some glitter on there to make them stand out a little bit. Lovely scene there. Autumn scene, going to collect some apples, which we've been doing because we've got a couple of apple trees in the garden at the back. So we've had lots of windfalls and plums and things like that at the end of the season. It's when you could do with a bigger freezer to put it all in. So there's lots of ephemera that comes with this as well. So I've done lots of little tuck spots to hide everything away. There's a leaf there. Oh, sorry, I've just broken that one. It's a bit brittle. I'll put another one in. So that was one that I dried last year. So I've put some of those in the pockets. And you've got some tags that have been machine stitched. And then some old book page. That's got some old book page with some stenciling on, and some more tuck spots there with some of the ephemera out of the kit. And you've also got some sentiments, and you've also got some biblical verses as well, which I've included in the journal. because we like to be thankful for the lovely seasons that we get. So you've got a little hideaway pocket there, a little girl having a coffee. We get some envelopes in the kit as well, and all the envelopes come with some little ephemera. And all I've done is I've printed the journal kit half size, 50% off. Some paper clips with a bit of crinkly seam binding. Another one of the lovely images there, another autumn scene. Reading with some of the pumpkins and things that I've put in this are from one of my own kits as well. Little hedgehog out of Rachel's kit. And then I've just done a collection of some of the flowers and the insects. You've got ladybirds, you've got acorns, all sorts of different flowers and leaves. And then another one of the words there, hibernation, which I thought went well with the little hedgehog there. Little tuck spot with some more of the ephemera in, and I've done some stenciling on there. Another mushroom with some book page and some cheesecloth. A tag that I've machined round with some old vintage lace flowers. Put a butterfly on with some faux pearls, and I've made a little glassine bag and put a tuck spot on the back of it. Put another couple of cards in the back of that, and that's on book page there. And a bit on the other side of the book page, to reduce some of the writing, I didn't want it to stand out so much, so I've put some gesso, sorry, on the back of the paper just to hide the text a little bit. So you've got two pockets there with some of the little mini tags in, and you can write on the back. Another little cluster there with some falling leaves, some pumpkins and some leaves and some cheesecloth. Another little cluster there, and a little cluster there with some fussy cut flowers, some pumpkins and pine cones. And then what I've done is I've used, on some of the images, I've used, to give them a bit of glitter, I've used Wink of Stella, and it comes in a brush form, and you give it a shake and it's got some pigment in there with glitter, and you can, just paint it on like a paintbrush to make things glisten. You've got some tickets there, another couple of cards and a handmade tag with which I've machine stitched round. Belly band made out of book page with another tag there with some lace, some of the sentiments and some of the fussy cuts. There, we'll tuck that in there. Sorry, lift that up a little bit. I've put some of the words on the side of the pages. Done some hand stamping of leaves, windswept leaves down the sides of some of the pages. Another pocket there. Some words that I've got off the internet. I love that image there with the welly boot with the boots. Reminds you of a cold winter's autumn windswept day. I've made some fussy cut flowers and put some Wink of Stella on so they're all glistening. Used some of the sentiments and made a paper ruffle to go down the side of the page and used it like a little tuck spot on the side there. Love this sheep image. Lots of places to write. I've used a little one of the mini tags there with some vintage lace, a mushroom, and then some of the small obviously because I've reduced the size of the kit on the computer. All the ephemera is small, to go in the journal. There's a heart and a handmade sign and a key on the centre signature, centre of the signature there. And then we've got another cluster in the corner with some more cheesecloth and a sentiment. I think that must be my favourite image in the whole of the journal. I love Highland cattle. Reminds me when we went and did the North Coast 500 in the camper van. We saw lots of those cattle on the side of the roads. Couldn't help but stop and go and stroke a few when they come to the fence. Another little cluster there with some of the paper from the kit, a little strip of paper from the kit and some cheesecloth. Another tuck spot with another strip of tickets and some little cards from the kit. Another one of the scenes there. Another little envelope there. And as I said on my previous video, I do put lots of bits and bobs inside the envelopes. Anything that's left over, any of the leftover fussy cuts go in the envelopes when I've finished. Any that I've not used. That envelope has got a little cluster on the front with some cheesecloth and a mushroom and a pumpkin and a happiness sentiment. Some lace trim, little button there to finish off the centre of the flower. And I've used some vintage book page to make the ruffle on the side, and I've used it as a tuck spot again with a couple of little cards. I've put some wink of Stella in the centre of there to make the clock face glisten so it looks a bit more like glass. Some acorns. Another tag that I've used as a pocket with some vintage lace. And you've got a mushroom and a little girl in there. And that's a book page as well. That has also been dampened down a little bit with some gesso. Another cluster there with some vintage lace. One of the words and a mushroom. There's another envelope from the kit, and what I've done is I've used some crinkle binding, seam binding, put a couple of acorns and a leaf, and inside there's lots of the leftover ephemera out of the kit, which I've put in there. Postcard there I've used as a pocket, and it's got a postcard inside, some more of the ephemera, another paper ruffle, and I've used a bit of a faux pearl with some extra bling around the side, some lace, and again use that as a tuck spot. Then inside here there's a couple of tags, and these were shop label tags which I've left the cord on, and I've just covered them with some papers out the kits and put some bling and some sentiments on there with some cheesecloth, and tuck them back in the glassine bag there. One of the flowers out the fussy cuts. And some mushrooms, some more leaves. And then I've just used some of the leftover pages and done a bit of a collage really on that page, but still left you places that you can write if you wish. Another tag there which I've machined round, and you've got some more ephemera tucked away, and then there's a pocket in the back with some more ephemera in there, with another little cluster at the side. Those welly boots again. Some more writing space, and that's your final page, and there is a pocket at the back, and I'm going to make another envelope to go in the back of there as well. So whoever has this journal, there'll be an extra envelope added in the back, but I just haven't had time to do it today. And then we're back to the back of the journal. So I do hope that you like it. Rachel has got money off her kits at the moment, so if these autumn themed kits appeal to you, and they are beautiful, the images are beautiful, do go along to Rachel's Etsy shop or a coffee shop, and you will find the discounts have already been added, so you'll save quite a few pennies, you know, if you are purchasing the kits at this time. So I do hope that you like what I've made. Hope I've done Rachel's kit justice, and hope that you will join me on my next video. Thanks very much for watching, and God bless everybody. Good night. Bye.